Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is kind of gonna be a different video. I thought I would just go over every single class here in Dungeon Quest because a lot of you actually don't know the different types of classes, their information behind them, and what they actually do. And I thought just to have a little informational video on what every single class is, I thought that would just be a really good thing to bring up for you guys, as well as I'm just gonna say this now, if any of my viewers here are from like 2014 to 2015 Mindflex people, hit me up down in the comments below because we have a Discord like that we are being on right now for all of the OG Mindflex people, and I just thought I'd let you guys know for that. So we're just gonna jump straight into the video for today. I am not sure if the update is going to be coming this weekend, if it will come next weekend. It will probably come out when I'm away because, let's be honest, Vinny did that last time. I was at VidCon and he updated for this small little update, and we haven't had an update in over a month now. This is actually the longest time in between having an update, which I find very, very strange. Obviously, it looks like it's going to be a massive update, and I really hope that it is because it's been a month to a month and a half now, and I'm so bored of this current dungeon. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am very bored with this dungeon at the moment. I honestly haven't played Dungeon Quest in 2 weeks. That just shows you how much I have played and not actually done anything because I have nothing to do, nothing to grind for. Obviously, I can grind for cosmetics, but I don't want to grind for cosmetics because I don't see any use in them personally. If I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. They're not the biggest thing in the world to me. So yeah, today we're going to be going over every single class from warrior, tank, mage, healer, and combo classes, and obviously how to change classes if people want to know that type of information. And that's going to be at the end of the video for today. So we're going to start off with the main classes, first being warrior and mage, and warriors are a melee fighter in Dungeon Quest obviously, and they depend on the strength of their sword and their physical spells to deal as much damage as possible. Their strength goes up as their physical damage stats on their armor and weapons increase. Warriors are best paired with healers since they may get up close to swing with their sword and risk taking a lot of damage, and warriors might put more points into stamina than mages do to this unless you have a personal healer. They sometimes are the best, as well as you can also run as a glass cannon warrior, which is you put everything into physical and nothing into health, and you rely on your healer to keep you alive. As well as you can also run as just a normal warrior where you usually put around 10 to 25 points in stamina until you get around the 1 million mark at this point in this type of dungeon, as well as put the rest into physical. And usually for your armor, you will level all that up in physical no matter what. Do not waste your points on your armor and your weapon into stamina or spell if you are a warrior. Make sure they are all in physical. I see people time and time again putting it on health and they don't need to, and put it on physical power. You need it for a warrior. Obviously, we also have the other class, which is basically designated to, which is a mage class. And mages are much like warriors, but they don't go into melee combat. Mages depend on their spells to defeat the enemy, giving them advantage of range. And range is a big aspect for mages because you don't actually have to get in close, you just have to dodge the long range attacks from the mobs. As well as their power goes up when the spell power statistic on their armor and weapons increases. Most mages are less durable than warriors due to their range, and mage spells are also very often more powerful and more creative than warrior spells have been in the past, as warriors rely on physical strength and melee attacks, so there aren't many spell ideas that can be created for warriors. On the other hand, mages' abilities are magic, and magic can be anything, hence why the spells are more creative and work almost all differently. I've actually seen like a ton of new mage spells come up that are actually not as good as the last ones. I would love to see more AoE type ones. I think that'd be really cool. I'd love to see more healing spells as well, which we'll get onto with the heals, as well as mage spells. I honestly love them a lot more. They are starting to add in more speed spells for them with their stuff, which I'm super excited about because speedrunning dungeons with like Illusion Blast from Samurai was amazing and I loved it so much. So we're gonna move on to the tank class because yes, this is a class. It is one of the 3 official classes that has its own armor, and tank plays a big role in the front lines in Dungeon Quest as they are very durable. Tanks use taunting spells to draw the enemies off to the DPS, or off of the DPS people, and tanks also increase their health by upgrading the health statistic on their armor and also their weapons as well. They cannot add health points to, so they can either use that for spells, which we'll go over later. And tanks are also best paired with healers because due to the fact they take a large amount of damage in battle, tanks may either decide to use a physical or spell weapon, and they may use physical attacks to deal a small amount of DPS or use spells to heal or attack. And a lot of tanks also use one healing spell with the right staff to heal themselves and their allies as well. This basically merges in with the next class because you can actually be a tank with a taunting spell to get them off of their DPS, or you can become a tank healer, and that's mainly what most tanks do because the healer class are vital for tanks and generally in raids. Healers keep you alive so you don't die while fighting enemies, and having a healer is always a good idea for raids so you can be certain that people won't die. Healers usually invest all of their spell points into stamina due to healing being quite powerful with just a staff. You would be very, very surprised if you combine tank heals, you have a person with 5 million health and 2 heal spells. They can keep themselves alive no matter what, any damage that they take, even if they have to take on everyone at once. And obviously when situations get tougher, some mages may do half healing and half attacking as well. You may have seen in some of my videos in previous dungeons, I was a tank healer, but I was also dealing a lot of DPS because I put half into spells and half into heals, mainly just to see how I would go with a lot more, and I was actually doing quite good DPS by myself for that, and I honestly love the tank healer class a lot more than just a tank with DPS. I don't really see the point in a tank DPS class, but we have tank healer, and I personally love that so much. Obviously, there is a combination of classes, and like healer and warrior, for example, this is usually not a common class to find as it has quite a lot of disadvantages. Like if you want to become a warrior and a healer, for example, you would have to invest your points into spell power and physical power, making both classes significantly weaker. And combo classes that don't do that, however, are mage healer, tank healer, and tank warrior. Whereas making them slightly better even then, tank warriors have to decide which side they want to become slightly stronger in, since guardian armor and warrior armor have different statistics. And one of the main disadvantages for all combination classes is the fact that you have to collect gear for both classes you wish to master, making the grind significantly longer. As you'll see in my inventory, I have my mage set as well as I have my tank set. I used to have a warrior set, but I don't really run as warrior, mainly because I don't personally like it, and you've seen me in the past that I started off as a mage. I will end this game as a mage, no matter what. And obviously, you can also change classes. If you choose warrior in the beginning and you want to go mage for the next dungeon, if you want to go tank healer, if you want to do tank warrior, you can do that no matter what. You can change your class just by resetting your skill points. So in your inventory where it says on the left hand side you have gear and skills, and on your skills you have a reset button at the top. You can actually buy a free skill resets game pass with Robux if you would like that, or else it costs you gold. And obviously you can put them in either physical, spell, or stamina. If you are at level 131 like me, I would personally say put 20 to 25 stamina points in stamina and the rest in spell power if you are a mage. Same with physical. Obviously you can go into both if you want, but after you're done, arrange the points to your liking. And mages usually require points focused in spell power and lightly on stamina, whereas warriors usually require points in physical with slightly more stamina than a mage. Tank and healers usually require points being focused primarily on stamina though, and I highly recommend that. And once you get to the point where you're up in the higher dungeons, no matter what, you can do a lot of healing with one of the lowest class weapons, because healing really needs to be balanced or fixed, in my opinion, because it is very, very broken. So for example, I can go as a tank and have 5 to 6 million HP, and I still do 5 to 6 million like in health, like with healing, which is absolutely crazy. But as I said, you can also acquire your points by leveling up, as I have 130 points that I can access since you start off with 0 points even though you are level 1. And as I said, you can purchase the free skill reset game pass as well, and some people actually didn't even realize there were game passes for Dungeon Quest. Yes, there are game passes. You can actually become a VIP, which is worth 800 Robux, and that gives you a 20% XP boost every single time you are in a dungeon, as well as you can also get the 2x gold one for 899 Robux, which gives you double the gold every single dungeon. You can also get the extra item game pass, which gives you 3 drops on nightmare and 2 drops on normal modes. as well as you can, well, that's for 2,000 Robux, and also the free skill reset, which is only 300 Robux. I honestly think they are really, really good to have around, and I have purchased all of them. I've almost purchased every single game pass. I haven't purchased 2 of the enchants that you can buy for Robux, which is the embers and the flames, and obviously I would love to see the brand new cosmetics that are coming out in the future because I cannot wait to buy them as well. But if you guys like today's little mini classes video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Also hit the notification bell if you'll be notified every single time I post a video or start each stream. If you guys want to see videos like how to calculate your weapons on Dungeon Quest, if you want to learn how to do any of that, just let me know as well, because I am really, really anticipating on doing these types of videos very, very soon, especially because the update will be out soon, I hope. I 100% hope that it's coming out very soon because I need content, and I'm gonna miss not having content around if it's not here this weekend, but that is okay. So yeah, as I said, I hope you guys liked today's video because I want to kind of do more of these types of videos and have more content other than just doing normal dungeon stuff, because I know you'd like it, but I want to see other content as well as trying out other games. I did actually try out Saber Simulator the other day, and I do want to try out some brand new simulators, and I also want to bring out content regarding everything to do with Pet Simulator 2 coming out very, very soon. So yeah, thank you so much to the people on the screen right now for being my current channel members. You guys are amazing, and if you want to learn how to become a channel member, just click the join button either down below or on my main channel page. And other than that, I hope you guys have a lovely day or night, wherever you guys may be in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye guys!